Tight security at today's Epsom Derby after animal rights campaigners say they'll protest at the racecourse.
Disruption for sports fans and concert goers, with 60% of train services cancelled as drivers strike for the second time this week.
It's City versus United in the first ever all-Manchester FA Cup final, while Celtic are going for the treble against Inverness Caledonian Thistle in the Scottish Cup. On Saturday morning, do you want to see what's in some of the Saturday papers today? And some of the front pages for you. Lead story in the Times. Story on a simple blood test. You may have seen this reported, which could save thousands of lives after a British trial showed promising results. The test looks for more than 50 types of cancer, and according to the newspaper, could bring forward diagnosis time by months.
A personal finance story leads the Daily Express with a focus on rocketing interest rates being offered by banks to UK savers. And with rail strikes potentially affecting the FA Cup final and Epsom Derby, the Daily Mail reports the action could drag on for a further year because talks have collapsed. And the National Lottery is urging players to check their tickets, as someone in the UK has won, wait for it, £111.7 million in the Euro Millions draw. The winner will become just the 18th UK player to win more than £100 million in a Euro Millions jackpot. There are more details, of course, on the BBC News website.
Just a couple of thoughts for you from the inside pages. French Open, of course, on at the moment. Who is the king of clay? Rafa Nadal. Not playing this year, of course. It's his birthday today.
Is it?
It's his birthday today, which becomes more and more relevant as he's 37 today. And he's announced that this is his final year of competition, isn't it? It's going to effectively be he's going to go to as many competitions as he can, but this will be it.
I thought he might come back next year.
Well, as in he might try and play the French next year, but he's sort of declared it now. He's got a kind of year of saying farewell to tournaments. Is kind of the way he's pitched it. So yeah, 37 today.
Happy birthday.
He's probably watching, isn't he? I expect so. And then a couple of other stories here. There's two actually that do slightly draw the eye. Average wait for allotments. I know they are long waits for allotments. I don't have one, but I know they are. So the average wait is 3 years across the country, but in certain parts of London, in Islington, 12 years waiting list for an allotment. 12 years. And that, by the way, if you're interested in flat pack cars, if you've struggled to build something you bought from a major store that comes flat packed, there is a company now, a Swedish technology firm, that's making flat pack cars. Now, the clinch here, thus far, it's not delivered to people's homes, so it's not yet available as a flat pack. You can have. So they're delivering.
So who puts it together? They're
delivering it to kind of local manufacturers who build it there, but they supply the car flat packed, and the boss said.
What is the difference between a big production of components to another company then building it and then us buying it? Why is it then now a flat pack car? Well,
let me quote Hakan Lutz, who's the company's chief executive, said, if it were legally and technologically possible to assemble in your house the flat pack car, we would think that would be a good thing. But sadly, on both counts, it is not.
Would you feel safe driving or being driven in a car that you had put together?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Lewis, can I ask you a question in relation to our next story? We all live in the real world, and parking. You know, parking apps. You know, you park at a meter or whatever, and then you have to download an app and do all that stuff. Do you ever get caught out with that?
I've always got a little purse in my car with pound coins because I'm so rubbish at doing it.
But what if the meter doesn't take? What if it doesn't take coins, and suddenly it's like you can only do it on the app, and you get caught out?
Yeah, it's a pain. It is a pain, particularly if you can't get through. I hear
you
your
weren't
pain,
expecting
Charlie.
that, I know.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I asked you, because it catches people out quite a bit. Thanks.
I think it's a really divisive subject, this, because some people, you know, technology emerges, obviously, and it's supposed to make our lives more convenient, yeah? And then you've got contactless cards, great, if they all work. Because once upon a time you did. You just had, like Louise, you'd have a purse of coins, wouldn't you? You'd pop your money in. You'd know if you just put enough, you wouldn't be fined. But now, more and more car parks do have those systems which require you to use an app or call a number or have a contactless payment card.
But there are warnings now that the rollout of digital parking payments, as it's called, is putting off some people from using car parks in town centres and shopping malls.